back. Good morning, good night, wherever you guys are. So, I have also got another download. I also got another message. I don't know if some of y'all know the song We Could Have Been Superstars. I forgot I don't know the title of it, but We Could Have Been Superstars. And as I told y'all, I started my tarot page, excuse my hair. I started my tarot page in 2017, right before my tax and stuff began, right before I got bribed, right before my children got into the system, right? So my ex, Richard Clark, I had told him I started doing tarot. He was like one of the first people I told, and he's another religion. He's Muslim, so I used to practice Islam myself, also. So long story short, I let them know, I was interested in doing that. A few of my close friends, not thinking nothing of it, not thinking of my whole circle being Muslim. I didn't think nothing of it. I don't know why. I didn't think that I would be judged based on something I wanted to do. That really ain't have, I don't really connect tarot with religion because we are all spirits. We are all spiritual. Spirituality, if y'all don't know, comes from oneness in self and oneness in the universe and stuff like that. So I don't really connect that with religion, but I didn't know I was, treading on, ice when I mentioned to my Islamic circle that my, Muslim circle that I was reading tarot. So I didn't think nothing of it. And not that I don't have, I didn't have the proper teachings of Islam, because they look at it as a sin to, predict, future events and stuff like that. So, anyways, Richard Clark knew I was reading tarot or whatever. So he was like, he kind of brushed it off. He wasn't interested, whatever the case may be. As soon as I started getting clout, as soon as I started getting attention on YouTube, as soon as I started, being recognized for what I do, and actually start making money off of it, and getting 5,000 views and stuff like that in a day, or within 5 minutes of me uploading. That's when people wanted to be attached to me. Okay. So, then they would throw their morals aside, and, it becomes about the money now. It's not about the religion. It's not about their beliefs any longer. That's what money does to people. So I have come to the conclusion, like after that, you know, people felt left out because they didn't know how to do it, or they weren't doing it, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, well, it's something I was doing since I was a kid. As I told y'all before on my other videos, I think I told y'all where I wasn't buying dolls when I went to Rite Aid with my grandmother. I was into, Rite Aid and stuff was, they had 8 balls and, fortune telling balls and 8 balls and stuff like that. So that's what I would buy, because I was into metaphysical things like that and stuff like that. So long story short, um, ever since I created my page, people hasn't connected. Well, people that I know have not connected with me on that level. I only did a reading for maybe 2 people out of everyone that I know, personally, and in my family and friends, only like 2 people. Everyone else, came off as if they weren't interested or they didn't support me. So, my attacks and injuries and stuff kind of distracted me, so I stopped doing tarot for a while. Had to recover, learn how to walk again, rehabilitation centers, all in the midst of me trying to get my children back, being given a deadline, that I had to get my children back and, do what I had to do, get a job and stuff like that. So I told myself how to walk in a month, probably quicker than what the rehabilitation center and the hospitals could ever see, especially after having broken calcaneus fractures, the main part of your body that holds all your weight. So, anyways, now that my page has become like more bothersome or more loads with me talking about who's been attacking me and stuff like that, they have been getting clout. So as I said, we could have been superstars. they feel like me mentioning, what they have been doing to me is getting them a clout and attention. Like I just mentioned his name. He wants to be recognized in any way, shape, or form for clout. I don't know how, I'm going to call it demonic because that's very demonic and karmic-y. Where you want to be mentioned on somebody's platform because they have a following in any way, shape, or form, no matter if it's negative or not. So I haven't been posting any tarot readings in a while, whatever the case may be. And this is how they feel like they're going to get their, big break or be recognized by my following, by messing with me, fucking up my jobs, messing with me in the public, just by me mentioning their name. It don't matter if it's a company, like I mentioned my job, my old job, my job I just lost, just different stuff like that. So they're taking my form of expression in another way for them to get attention off of my platform with YouTube by me talking about what's been going on in my life. So this is why they constantly keep bothering me in different jobs, targeting me, doing things to me so that I can talk about them. Because tarot, if they don't get a tarot reading, we're not energy exchanging, You're energy exchanging when you're talking about someone when they're on your mind. So in my job, like, things to be around, like they got his last name on it and different stuff that will remind me of, people that I, associate with, my family or friends and stuff like that. So they are trying to energy harvest just by me going through these traumatic experiences and me talking about it. Okay. So those of you who are investigating this to see exactly what's going on, this is what's going on. They are creating scenarios in my life, in different areas of my life, so that they can be talked about, so they can be mentioned. Since they didn't support me in what my page originally is supposed to be about, which is tarot. Okay, but they know that, whatever I've been posting, you know, whether they're showing my views or not, has been getting some type of attention, especially if people don't have a platform. You just have, Facebook, stuff like that, Instagram, that's just based off your pictures. But, I have a voice, I'm very insightful and very inspiring and different stuff like that. So based off of my own talents and my own work, these people are trying to get attention in the worst ways. All right. So I hope that helps some of you guys if you're trying to help me figure out what the fuck has been going on. I have come to that conclusion, and that's exactly what's been going on. People who are shy, who don't, they'll post a picture but they won't talk. People that don't talk, on public platforms and stuff, and wishing that they could do that, do stuff like this. They won't, create their own platforms. They don't know what to talk about, or people are talking about the same things. As you guys can see, this is the rise of, people doing tarot online and on TikTok, and I couldn't find that type of stuff before 2017. When I was looking up readings and stuff, people were doing it, but it's mainstream right now. So since a lot of people are doing it, it's like, okay, this is a niche. It's been out, but now it's, trending again, at the top of the charts. So haven't been, that's not what I'm really focused on. I'm not, I'm not trending in that, but my videos probably do come up across you guys' pages and stuff. But yeah, this is where, where my situation is at this point, for social media clout, for energy exchange, for me to be mentioning these things that have been going on with me. So it's been very difficult. That's what they believe is happening, some type of energetic exchange because of what they're doing to me, that I'm going to mention them. I don't know what type of attention. It's always the kid in the class that the class clowns and stuff like that who don't care how they get attention as long as they get it. All right, so they don't care if it's bad attention, especially if they feel like they're going to get away with it or there's no repercussions for attacking me, which there hasn't been any repercussions, and that's what the problem is. People have been attacking me and getting away with it. So it's like, okay, this is an easy way for me to get energy from her. This is an easy way for me to be mentioned on her platform. People said I left them hanging because I started a new niche. And they are not, strong enough or bold enough to stand up in their power and say, well, I'm interested in tarot, whether I'm Muslim or not. I look at it here and there it on my own personal time instead of admitting that to themselves or being able to say it to other people who believe in what they believe in. They would rather behind the scenes attack me because they feel like I left them out because I was bold enough to say I don't study Islam and this is something that I'm doing right now because it's my life. It's called living life and exploring. I'm being penalized and attacked for doing something that we're all supposed to do, which is explore life and try to better ourselves. And it's like me getting shot for trying a new food. Like, oh, you used to eat Chinese food every night, or you never liked broccoli. When you start eating broccoli, and they're trying to kill me. This is what type of shit is what's going on. I'm not allowed to have hobbies. This is what they're acting like. Like I'm not allowed to. I've always been a child that explored my world. So if you think you finna stop me from doing that, you're crazy. Like I have many. Y'all don't. You have no idea. I have many hobbies, many things that I want to try, many things that I want to do. Like when I came back to Philly, I was taking classes from to speak Mandarin, which is a Asian Chinese language. Because as I said, my children do have that in their ethnicity. They are half of Asian, black and Asian. Okay, and I was also trying to learn how to speak Russian for the fun of it, to know a different language. A lot of people's secondary language is, Spanish that they'll learn. So I was like, I'm going to try to learn Mandarin for the respect of my children so that I can teach them and stuff like that. And it's been 7 years now, and I have yet to get around to that because of this. Like, I've already wasted 10 years for 5 to 6 years with an abusive husband, and they're adding, like, they just added 7 more years to my trauma. I don't have time to, learn a language, try different foods, because these people are stuck in the past and they're hell bent on keeping me stuck with them. And I am very disappointed that there are corporations and companies like Macy's that supports this type of stuff. And mockery and mocks what's going on. They see your page. Y'all know, jobs look up your social media. They've seen my pages. It's under my name, so it's not hard to find my real name. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on. All in the midst of me trying to find a new house. All in the midst of my car being stolen. My car was stolen. The mall was almost robbed, and someone had a gun in the mall, in my department, in the men's department, where I was getting shoes and stuff for men. And what else? My car, the mall, with somebody stealing in a gun. Oh, that happened on the same night. And I get fired like days after that. So yeah, I don't know. It's not a coincidence to me. They can call it that. They can try to say it doesn't connect. It's the same storyline over and over. Somebody says they're gonna blow your fucking head off, and you keep encountering situations where you can actually be shot at or attacked, and it's redundant. Okay, so that's what's been going on. That's the download I just recently got, the realization of what's actually been going on, and how they try to energy exchange and get, some type of attention or recognition off my page from that stuff. And I know my views or whatever are being blocked, so I don't see how many people are watching my videos. It's not hard. Like, I'm very familiar with coding and engineering and stuff like that, so you can easily pay somebody to block, to take off the coding to show somebody's viewers. It's not hard. It don't have to be YouTube doing it. They don't have to have their own engineers doing it. It can be a hacker that can be doing that to prevent me from seeing that they are checking in on my page to see if I'm mentioning this, if I'm talking about that, or whatever. Okay. Nonetheless, I have a baby to prepare for. Nonetheless, I have 7 other children who have been waiting on me. I have things to do, like real woman things, grown ass things to do, and y'all are throwing rocks and running in the houses like little kids. I don't have nowhere to run. I didn't come outside to play with y'all. Grow the fuck up. They say those shit like, are you gonna play with us? These are people who has not grown up. These are people who live with their friends, their sisters, cousins, aunties, and shit like that, who don't have to, who really don't have a care in the world. It's like, okay, if I do, I do. I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna be fucked up. I myself, once I fall, I don't have nothing to fall back on. I'm on my ass, literally. And for some reason, they think that they're on my level to fucking play around with my life. I motherfuckers be on the bus that I don't even know, talking about, oh, let me see you get up now. After fucking up my job. So a bitch I was in the shelter with, oh, let me see you get up now. And I'm like, who she talking to? Try to act like she's talking to herself when she talking to me. Or I get up every time. You get up without the shelter's help. Bitch. These people are delusional. Like, Philly, y'all need to tighten up. Cause ever since this has started, I have not been the only victim now. And now the people that have started this have now become victims. And that's how the cookie crumble. Because you don't do shit like this to people, especially when they have children that they've been trying to fight. That I've been fighting a case for my children for 7 years. I have not received the proper things that I need to fight for my children. As soon as I had everything together, the court they shut the court down. Yeah, the pandemic went back up. The courts are closed. The whole time I was situated. Soon as I slip up or lose a job, or when they vandalize my vehicle, that's when everything went back to normal, and courts open. And yeah, when I had everything together, before they vandalized my vehicle and fucked up my other job, y'all wasn't ready for court. And mind y'all, my children are in DHS for 7 years because my house got robbed. And all I needed to do is get a house. I can't even keep a job because they're attacking my job, my career, my money. Bad enough it's hard for me to stand on my feet and walk around after my injuries. Someone needs to speak out. People need to speak out. Y'all need to start talking. Because this has gone way too far for no reason. It's fine if you believe in another religion than I do, then that's fine. As far as those people who said that I needed to die, I deserved to die, and had the envy and jealousy because you thought I was gonna blow up off of tarot. Like, they thought I was gonna, they thought I came up from doing tarot. Like, they thought I was gonna be swimming in money. That's why they didn't want me in my house, because I already owned my house. So it wasn't like any of the money was going to a landlord. They destroyed my fucking house, destroyed my life, stole everything from me because they thought I came up, y'all. off of tarot. Now, some people do, but I didn't have, that long of a run with tarot on YouTube to actually blow up like that. If you're not consistent with tarot and stuff, people will move on to another tarot reader, and that's fine by me. I couldn't continue to be active because of things that were happening in my life. But this is how people think. They thought I was gonna blow up. They thought, I can't believe we made it. This is what we thankful for. So when people think you made it, and people that like I've created many business pages and explored many business options and stuff, and that probably was the most successful one out of like my hair websites and my clothing websites. Well, clothing, that's my main like forte, that it's not ever going anywhere. But YouTube was, they like, she can make money just by speaking, and look how she speaks so well, and she sounds different, so that kind of draws people in. So they were worried about that, like, she might actually, she might have hit the jackpot this time, and they wanted to fuck that up. So I have broken feet and broken spine for the rest of my life based on the fact that I could have blown up just by reading tarot, you guys. The people that you love, the people that are closest to you, are ones that would do this shit to you. The people that know that you were struggling before you started creating your businesses and stuff like that, those are the people that do this shit. It's not a random person. It's not a stranger. Because a stranger or a random person, or someone that you just say hi and bye to, or just an acquaintance, they will want to know, well, how you do that, and how can I? They're not going to automatically X you off their list and want to take you the fuck out. Take note. This queen, y'all. So that's what's been going on. And like I said, I got children to get back to. I advise y'all to move the fuck out of my way. This your girl, Got It Queen. Peace and love.